some technical analysis. You can see we're still on the major area that we've been watching that's been getting rejected. You've been getting supported down here on our up close technical analysis. It's been getting supported on roughly the 30-cent level, and it's been getting rejected on roughly the 37-cent level, right? For ever since the great dump of June 12th, right? It's been getting rejected. So that's July. That's 2 months now. This upper area has been major resistance, and it takes a little bit of time to get back up there. And right now, again, you're struggling, and you notice these big wicks up here, again, heavy sell pressure. You're still dancing on the 50 though, and red right here. That's the 50-day moving average. As long as you're above that, you can still remain bullish and hope that it kicks back up and gets through here again. And next time it gets back up and kicks through, it holds it as support, and then it continues up into the next leg of the mini bull run here in the bear market rally. But what you got to watch out for is, see, that's different than last time. Last time it just got rejected straight down through it. This time it got rejected, but it's holding on a parallel running 50-day moving average now, right? So if this can get some buyers in here soon, it can force its way back over. But what you would look for in the bear case is you break the 50-day and the daily time frame, and then you start to quickly run back down and bleed down to this lower support. And those are your two options that we're watching. And then if you move in to get some data points, the 3-hour time frame, you can see it looks exactly like the daily time frame. A little more ups and down right here, but it's just been parallel. It's just been one big consolidation for the last, since August 1st. It's been about 3 days. It's just been consolidating there. And you can see all the moving averages are parallel uptrending. You got the 200-day below it. You got the 100-day in the middle. And you got the short-term moving average on the top, right? That's usually pretty bullish. And it's consolidation, but you can see it was doing the same thing back here. A similar but subtly different than this, but very similar. And then it flushed down through it, and then it eventually did kick back up and try to make another run up here. So that's what you need to watch in the XRP, is you got to hold these moving averages, because if you slip the 200 in the 3-hour, it's just like slipping it in the daily. You're coming down for a nice run to the downside first. But if you can break your way up, you can see what you got to fight through. And this is why it's so hard for it to fight over it, is you have to break back into this major traded area, because you had a great dump of May 8th, right? You had the great May dump of 2021, and then you had a very long consolidation where most people thought this was going to start to rally back up, right? But it got knocked down. So that's a lot of trading that took place here, and that's a lot of buyers that got stuck here that haven't sold yet on that big liquidation here of margin, to where they're eking quickly to sell when it gets back up here. Because if you look at the price, these are weak hands that are in there, and you want to get the weak hands out. That's part of what a bear market does. It gets the weak hands out. That's a 25% loss, and they probably loaded some big bags there, and they got scared. So every time it nibbles, they're selling. They got sell orders. And if that's the case, after a while, these sellers, these weak hands, these jabronis, these scumbags, these charlatans, these no-brains, these have no direction, confidence, faith, or fortitude. They're just going to buy here and then try to sell here at just almost even, because they're weak hands. They don't know what they're doing in the game, and they don't deserve to be in the game that they don't even know what they're playing, right? You're either a long-term trader, or you're a swing trader, right? Or a day trader. Those are the only three things you can do while you're doing this. You swing trade it, which is medium range. You day trade it, which is in and out, maybe 5 minutes, the shorter the better. Or you're long-term investing, right? And most of these people think they're long-term investing, but they're really just looking for the quick buck. And when things go wrong, they get scared. When they get scared, they sell. When they sell, the price dumps, right? And then these weak hands end up buying back up here as the price gets soaring, and they're like, oh my god, I knew I should have bought it. And then they buy it back here after they bought it here, sold it in here at a loss, right? Because they're weak hands. But there's a lot of weak hands, a lot of hype, a lot of nonsense, and a lot of buffoonery in the market. And these markets need to wash these out like a dirty virus and come out clean into the springtime after a harsh winter, into new growth and the new prosperity, and to adequate distributing of money and capital to the right projects, and the frauds and the schemes and the charlatans get flushed out, and then you can really see the coins that are going to make it through here. But it's these people here. That's what's keeping this price down regionally right now. Is there's a lot of scared people and weak hands there that are panicking and are just trying to get out at any cost possible when they were staring in the face of 40-50% loss right off the bat if they bought it in the last 6 months, right? And that's going to be the same thing that happens when and if, not when, but not if, but eventually when this price does come back up into this area. All these people that are trapped into this triangle, there's a lot of volume in here. They're going to be quick on the trigger, like quick draw McGraw, to sell the shit out of that, because they're getting hammered and fleece heisted and shisted up here, and they're scared. They don't know if they're ever going to get their money back, and there's a lot of big money in there up there, and they're going to be quick to sell as soon as you ever get back into this white support box, or when you do, right? So that's what we're watching out for. That's what XRP looks like. And we told you the long-term holding positions, if you got to average into your bags, if you already had a huge bag from the prior bear market and you didn't sell or didn't accumulate or only accumulated slightly up here, the next best time, or if you're in here at a bag right now and you're worried, if this price comes straight down into this orange support zone, you start accumulating for somebody up here, you start moderately accumulating in the orange support zone. And then if it gets even